if I've told you guys, but my husband loves chocolate. Like, loves chocolate. I think that there are days when he would give me up for chocolate. So today I'm going to make something special for him. They're triple chocolate chip cookies. So it's a chocolate cookie with semi-sweet milk chocolate and white chocolate chips. So I'm going to start with a cup of butter softened, a cup and a half of white sugar, and a half a cup of packed brown sugar. And we're going to mix that up. Cream it for about 3 to 4 minutes on medium. While that's stewing, I'm going to mix my dry ingredients. So I have 2 cups of flour, 3/4 of a cup of cocoa powder, a teaspoon and a half of baking powder, a teaspoon and a half of baking soda, and a teaspoon of salt. And I'm just going to mix them with a fork. Real simple. So our butter and sugar are nice and fluffy. Now I'm going to add 2 eggs and a tablespoon of vanilla. We're going to cream those on high for about 2 minutes. So we have creamed our butter, sugar, eggs, vanilla. Now I'm going to add that dry mixture a little at a time until it's just incorporated. That's all it needs. All right, now we are going to I'm going to get all the yummy cookie dough off the paddle of my stand mixer. I've also preheated my oven to 350 degrees. So you should do that too. All right, now, as usual, I'm going to stir everything up from the bottom just to make sure that everything is incorporated. Looks good. Now I'm going to add half a cup of white chocolate chips, half a cup of milk chocolate chips, and half a cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips. I'm going to stir those in by hand. I don't use the mixer with this part because it breaks up the chocolate chips and I don't want that. Oh, but some are trying to escape. So you just want to make sure that you have fully incorporated all of the chocolate chips in so that everybody gets a bite with all the chocolate. Okay. I have my parchment lined cookie sheet. I'm just going to take my medium-sized scoop and scoop them out. Super simple. Now, if you feel like your dough is too runny, which it could be, or too soft, you can put it in the refrigerator for 15 to 20 minutes to let it harden up a little, make it easier to scoop. I don't find that with these, so I'm just gonna do it the old-fashioned way. So we're gonna keep scooping out until we have used all the dough, and then we'll bake them. So our recipe says it's supposed to make 24 or 24 cookies, and it actually made 45. So they are cooked in a 350-degree oven for about 10 minutes. I'm going to cook 2 trays at a time because it makes it easier, and then we'll be back. So our cookies have been cooking for about 10 minutes. This is the last pan, and we let them cool on the pan for 8 minutes, and then we're going to move them to a cooling rack. They need to stay on the cooling rack for about 10 minutes, and then they are ready to eat. There we are.